friends, in this video we are solving problems on method of variation of parameters. You see, there are four problems. First problem is y2 plus a square y is equal to cot ax. Second problem is y2 plus y is equal to cot x. Third problem, y2 plus 4y is equal to cos 2x. Fourth one is y2 plus 9y is equal to cos 3x. So here you observe these all are the similar problems. In place of a, if you are substituted 1, you will get second problem. In place of b, in place of a, if you are substituted 2, you will get the third one. In place of a is equal to 3, fourth one. Right, you can replace 4, 5, 6 also. Okay. Now, so I am solving the first problem, and after getting the solution, I will replace a by 1, a by 2, a by 3. I will get the remaining solutions. Is it clear for everyone? Right. Friends, you see, to solve the method of variation of parameters, you see this is order is 2. Order 1, order 2, higher orders also we can do. But we are doing now second order. In the second order, first we have to compare the in the standard form. Is it in the standard form or not? That is d square y by dx square plus p of x into y, p of x into dy by dx plus q of x into y is equal to r of x form we have to verify. Right. Now, first d square y by dx square quotient should be 1. This is the standard form we are taking in the standard form. So given problem you observe what they are given, y2 plus a square y is equal to cot ax. y2 plus a square y is equal to cot ax. Now this one I am writing in the operator form. If I written in operator form, then I will have d square plus a square into y is equal to cot ax. Okay, friends, you see this is in the form of f of d into y is equal to r of x, where r of x is equal to cot ax. This is r of x. Okay. Now what is the general solution for this? You have y of x is equal to complementary function plus particular integral. Yes or no? Now we are finding complementary function and particular integral in the general, in the method of variation of parameters. Friends, you see, to find the complementary function in this method also as it is. As it is means what we have to do? We have to take RHS part as a 0. So after taking RHS part, that is r of x is equal to 0, let y is equal to e power mx be a solution of f of d into y is equal to 0. Then we will have auxiliary equation is f of m is equal to 0. Friends, you see, if we replaced y is e power mx, then d square, in place of d square you can write e power mx, double time derivative is m square into e power mx. Okay, this a square into e power mx. E power mx I can take common, then I will have m square plus a square into e power mx is equal to 0. E power mx is never 0. So m square plus a square is equal to 0. Friends, you see, now it is in f of m is equal to 0 or not. So this equation is called auxiliary equation or helping equation. Okay. Now the solution for this, we have a complementary function, friends, only complementary function. So how you can get the solution means we need to find out the roots. So m square is equal to minus a square, then m is equal to plus or minus ai. So here you have the roots of m are purely imaginary. Whenever the roots are like complex numbers a plus or minus bi, if it is there, then the complementary function e power ax into c1 cos bx plus c2 sin bx. Right? In place of a, what I have here? What is the real part? 0. So a is equal to 0. And imaginary part is b. What is the b here? You have a. So we will replace. Then the complementary function is e power 0x is, I am not writing because e power 0x is 1 into c1 cos bx. B is here a. So c1 cos ax plus c2 sin ax. So this is the complementary function. So in the step 1 we are completed complementary function. Step 1 is over. Next, step 2. Friends, in the step 2 what we have to find out means particular integral. We have to find out the particular integral. Particular integral we have to take as a of x into u of x plus b of x into v of x. Here you see, friends, what is a of x and b of x, u of x, v of x means this complementary function we have to compare with c1 into u of x plus c2 into v of x. This is the complementary function we are compared. Now u of x is u of x as it is. So we are replaced C1 by A1, C1 by A of x and C2 by B of x. Actually in the complementary function C1 and C2 are arbitrary constants. Now these arbitrary constants we are changed into variables. So here we need to find out this A value and B value. How we can find out A and B means we have a formula. A is equal to minus integral of VR dx by W of x and B is equal to integral UR dx by W of x, where W of x is called Wronskian. Okay, W of x is called Wronskian. We are denoting with W of x of u comma v. You see friends, W of x of u comma v we are writing as u, v, u dash, v dash. So what is u here? You have u is nothing but a C1 quotient, that is cos ax. U is equal to, you see I am writing here cos ax. One moment please. Now you see here first we are finding Wronskian. Wronskian W of x is equal to, we have u, v, u dash, v dash. For the convenient I have written in the next place. So what is a u? U is nothing but here C1 quotient, that is I have cos ax. Next v is nothing but sin ax. Now u dash, cos ax derivative is what? Minus sin ax into a. So minus a sin ax. Next sin ax derivative is cos ax into inner derivative is a. That's it. Now this one determinant we need to find out. Cos ax into a cos ax means a cos square ax. Okay. Next sin ax into sin square ax means sin ax means sin square ax. Already you have here minus of minus plus a. So a is the common. Then I will have cos square ax plus sin square ax is 1. So which is a, which is non-zero. So the Wronskian you will have non-zero in this case, because we written complementary function. What are the solutions you have? Cos ax and sin ax are the solutions we have. So these are the linearly independent solutions. So we won't get the Wronskian is 0 in this case. Now particular integral a into u of x plus b into v of x. So what is the a you have? A is equal to minus integral vr dx by w of x. Now I am finding a value. You see, minus, what is v I have? C2 quotient. C2 quotient is sin ax into r of x. R of x is means in the given problem they are given a cot ax, yes or no, divided by Wronskian I have a into dx. So this a is a constant I am writing outside. Then I will have minus 1 by a times of sin ax. What about the cot ax here? Cot ax you can write as cos ax by sin ax into dx. You see friends, product of the two functions are there. So in the UV rule you cannot apply. In this case UV rule you cannot apply because both sine and cosine are a trigonometric function. So we are changing into another formula. So from the cot can I get sine term? Yes. Cot you can write as a cosine, cos by sine, cosine by sine, right? So in the denominator sine and numerator sine getting cancelled. Then I will have minus 1 by a times of integral of cos ax dx. So minus 1 by a I am writing. What is the cos integration? Sin ax by a. So you will have u of x, a of x is equal to minus 1 by a square into sin ax. Plus c we are not writing because already in the complementary function we have arbitrary constants c1 and c2. Now we have to find out the b value, b of x here. Okay, b of x is equal to integral u r dx by w of x. U is nothing but here u is equal to c1 quotient. What is the c1 quotient here? You have cos ax and r is equal to cot ax, w is equal to a. So these all values we have to substitute in b of x. So in this case we have, you see, integral of u is equal to cos ax, r of x is cot ax divided by a into dx. So this is equal to 1 by a is a constant I am writing outside, and the numerator I have cos ax, and cot ax I can write as cos ax by sin ax into dx. Friends, you see in the numerator I have cot and cosine. So product of the two functions are there. Product of the two functions means UV rule you have to apply. Leibniz rule, UV rule you need to apply. But here cosine and cot x are both are periodic function. So we cannot get directly. So cot ax we have to write in cosine terms. How you can write means cos ax by sin ax I can write. So integral of cos ax into cos ax is nothing but cos square ax by sin ax dx. Now in this case it is containing numerator and denominator. Whenever the numerator and denominator you have, then generally we are going for the integral of f dash of x by f of x. If it have, then we will let log of f of x plus c. Nothing but if the denominator derivative in the numerator, then we will let log of denominator. But here denominator sin ax is there. Sin ax derivative is what? Cos ax into a. Sin ax derivative is cos ax into a. But here you have cos square ax. So can you solve this problem? No, we cannot solve this problem directly. So go for any other method. Any other method means in the denominator I have sin ax, numerator I have cos square ax. So is there any relation between cos square ax and sin? Means you have as two formulas. Cos square ax you can write as 1 minus sin square ax. This is one formula. Another formula is also there. Cos square ax you can write 1 plus cos 2ax by 2 also you can write. But in these two formulas, which formula you have to take, that you have to decide. See, denominator what I have? Sin ax. But here you have sin square ax term. Yes, you can take this one. Verify this term, this formula can be applicable or not in this case. Okay. But here you have cos 2x. But numerator you have what? Numerator is cos square, denominator is sin x. So sin x, cos 2x getting cancelled. But in this case, cos square x, sin, you can, if you written 1 minus sin square x, and denominator and numerator getting cancelled. So first option is the best. Is it clear for everyone? Why we have to take the first option is clear? To get the simplification, cos square ax we can use two formulas. This formula is not applicable in this case. So go for the first formula, that is 1 by a times of integral of cos square ax I can write as 1 minus sin square ax by sin ax into dx. That's it. So 1 by a. Now this is, you can write a minus b by c is nothing but a by c minus b by c. So a by c means 1 by sin. 1 by sin is nothing but cosecant ax minus numerator sin and sin square is there. So square and sin getting cancelled. Then you will have sin ax, only numerator contains sin to the power of 1 into dx. Friends, you know that cosecant ax integration as 1 by a is already outside. So this formula cosecant ax we have 1 by a log of mod of cosecant ax minus cot ax minus. So sin ax integration what I have? Minus cos ax by a, nothing but 1 by a times of cos ax. Is it clear for everyone? So if you simplify this, then we will have b value. Okay, this b value is 1 by a square times of log of mod of cosecant ax minus cot ax plus 1 by a is for the both na. So 1 by a into 1 by a is 1 by a square cos ax. So these two values, which values? A and b values we have to write in the particular integral. Then the particular integral will be a of x into cos x. What is the a of x here? We have a of x is equal to minus 1 by a square into sin ax into cos ax. Okay. Plus what is the b of x here? You have, this is the b of x. So 1 by a square into log of mod of cosecant ax minus cot ax plus 1 by a square into cos ax into sin ax. So you have to multiply for these two. Then I will have here sin ax, and here also I have sin ax. So here you observe, in the particular integral we have first one minus 1 by a square sin ax cos x, and the third one is in this expression, first part and third part, 1 by a square cos ax sin x. So these two are getting cancelled. Then you will have 1 by a square log of mod cosecant ax minus cot ax. This is the particular integral. Friends, you see, we have cosecant ax integration, another formula also, log of tan ax by 2, like that also we can write. But in this method also you can do. Okay, now I have the particular integral, and previously I know the complementary function. Hence the general solution is y of x is equal to complementary function plus particular integral. So what is the complementary function I have? C1 cos ax plus C2 sin ax is the general complementary function. Now the particular integral is plus 1 by a square log of mod cosecant ax minus cot ax. Friends, you see you have an integral of cosecant ax is mod log of mod tan ax by 2. Okay, this one also you can write, not an issue. Now this is the solution for d square plus a square into y is equal to cot ax. Yes or no? Now they are given some more problems. What are those? Means the first problem they are given. Second problem is d square plus 1 into y is equal to cot x they are given. So what you have to replace a value? If you are substituted a is equal to 1, then the general solution is we will have y of x is equal to c1 cos x plus c2 sin x plus 1 by 1 square means 1 into log of mod cosecant x minus cot x. Okay, next another problem they are given, d square plus 4 into y is equal to cot 2x. So you have to replace a by 2. Then we will have y of x is equal to a is equal to, we replace 2 in the general solution of d square plus a square into y is equal to cot ax. Then we will have c1 cos 2x a is equal to, next c2 sin ax means 2x plus 1 by a square means 1 by 2 square is 1 by 4 log of mod cosecant ax means 2x minus cot ax is nothing but cot 2x. That's it. Next last one we have a d square plus 9 into y is equal to cot 3x. So a is equal to 3. We have to replace in the general solution. Then we will have the general solution is y of x is equal to c1 cos ax. A means 3x here. c2 sin 3x. c2 sin ax means 3x only, plus 1 by a square is nothing but 1 by 3 square is 1 by 9 log mod cosecant ax. Ax means 3x minus cot ax is nothing but 3x. So these are the solutions for the given problem. If you you can replace a by 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, based on the given problem. So can you solve these problems or not? Right. Friends, in the previous videos I have discussed you see in this video what we have discussed, d square plus a square into y is equal to cot ax. This cot ax is r of x here. You can replace by sin ax, cos ax, tan ax, secant ax, cosecant ax. Okay, those all are also I have done in previous videos. So have you confidence on this, how to solve this one? Yes. Thank you for watching this video. Friends,